So these are going to be the gutters of the cabin. Wooden gutters. You don't see that very often anymore. Actually, I haven't seen it in this region, but in other places in the Alps there's stone houses with wooden gutters. Large gutters, and they're very beautiful. So when I saw it, I thought I need to do it too. You can buy them actually here in Italy. They're still for sale, but they cost a lot of money, and I thought it's nicer to make them myself. A nice finishing touch of the cabins. It's going to be quite a bit of work because I have to chisel them out and make them smaller because I've ordered them a bit too big, so I can adjust the curve a little bit. They're going to be beautiful. I have no idea how many of those boards I've already painted. Quite a few. But then I'm thinking, painting boards, building my own house. View's quite good. It's a Sunday morning. It's a half of November. I'm standing here in my shirt. I mean, where else would I need to be? You know? Life's pretty good here. I'm putting it back because the tap needs to be higher than the shower head, otherwise there's no water flow. I forgot about that. This view is always so good, especially now with a full moon. Very clear weather. So what you're looking at is the grid, basically. It's not really a city here. It's all small towns. This is the flat Po Valley of Italy. It's all flat from here, and then further south you have the Langhe, the wine area, and then you got Liguria and the Mediterranean Sea. And then Turin is the other direction, is much more there. So these are all just small towns, farms. You can see very far. But I always feel this very clear distinction of being off-grid and on-grid. You could basically call this the edge of the grid, because in Europe you're never really far from towns and people living. Yeah, it's cold. wolf time. You hear it? Right there. Full moon. Tomorrow it's full moon, but I think this is good enough for them. The river's too loud. Give some noise. Yeah, they're far away on the other side, so it's hard to record. Nine p.m. It's funny, you have to make this sort of transition to continue in the night. Reminds me of my bike journeys where I sometimes did it. Yeah, because when it gets dark, 3 p.m. the sun goes down the mountain, and then it slowly gets colder and darker, and you have this feeling like I want to be inside. I want to make some food, get the stove on, and just be in the tent. And but you have to just go through that moment of it's getting dark and colder. You have to dress up, eat something quickly, put your headlamp on, and then you can go to work. I mean, I've been working for 3 hours in the dark, and it's fine. I'm warm. You have to get through that moment. I had the same on the bike trip when I was cycling from the longest day, actually, from Santiago in Chile. On a Sunday, I started at 8 in the morning, and it was just freeways and flat, no wind, just a perfect situation to do a long day. And just going from gas station to gas station. It was also in winter, it was not much to see. Listening to audiobooks and cycling, and after 150 kilometers, it was 6 p.m. I was at a gas station. I thought like, oh, I'll probably camp here, but then I decided it was getting dark. Yeah, just let's move on. And then you get into night mode, and I just continued till 9 or 10, and I stopped after 184 kilometers, which is a lot on a loaded bike, at least for me. But now I feel good. I've done a lot, done the solar panels, done a big part of the roof. Time to make a fire. It's so beautiful with the full moon. Alright, tomorrow's another day. I have to clean the chimney because it wasn't drawing much yesterday. Because the wood is quite wet. But now it's drying up and that's, you get a lot of root, how do you call that? It gets very black. So. Make some sketches for the gutters, for the hangers. So basically where the gutter is sitting in, there's going to be 19 hangers on all of the rafters, or just about the rafters actually. And I'm thinking to make them of wood, which I think will be quite beautiful. So you have wooden gutters, wooden hangers, and then the rest is all stone. Yeah, living in a tent has been pretty good. It's a very cozy and space to be in the evenings, and it's been getting cold as well. Yeah, yesterday it was close to freezing, and then in here it becomes, I don't know, just toasty. Just there's a little bit of draft on the floor, but that's okay. In summer I didn't spend much time here because for some strange reason it's always colder in the tent than outside, in the evenings and in the early mornings. About 3 degrees. So in summer when it's 18 degrees outside, it's nice to be outside, and here it just would be just a little bit chilly. So in summer I was always outside, and also during the day when I wanted to do some work on the computer, for example, it was too bright inside when the sun is shining on it, and when the sun on the tent is getting very hot. So, and now since it's getting colder and I have the stove, this becomes a very pleasant place to be. That's the same dog. someone's dog. It looked way too excited to be a stray dog. All the pipes are insulated, also the main pipe, so this is good to go for winter. I might dig it in a little bit because it's so visible now with the thick layer of foam, but it's very hard to dig a trench here because of all the birches and beeches that grow here. I'm gonna cut these L brackets a bit off. They're holding the solar panels, but they're covering a little bit of the panel, so I'm not sure if that has an effect, but it's probably better if I cut them a little shorter. I've decided to cannibalize a bit from the roof, down the little roof down below there, because there are some very big stones, because I'm getting in trouble here. Because the stones are getting too small and the shapes are too different and awkward. Therefore I need to overlap more, which is resulting in the roof becoming steeper and higher. So I've got a lot of space right now. This stone is about 10 centimeters higher in level than the roof window, and I got a space here of about 10-20 centimeters, which is too much. Because I got the same problem over there on the top. You can see over there it goes up a bit as well, but that's okay, it's on the top. When it's starting to get too high here, I can never meet the ridge line on a certain height, on the same height as I got it there, because otherwise the stones will not steep enough and they won't be able to drain the water properly. So if I can get a big stone now, I can fix that. This one's gonna go, and then with a few big stones the roof is finished quite quickly as well. I mean, this is so much work. You can build the roof like this with smaller stones, but then they need to be all more equal sizes, equal thicknesses, so they stack and combine nicely with each other. So because now I'm combining both sizes and it doesn't work. It's good. Yeah, now that one moved up there.
Yeah.
But I can't take these stones because it gets muddy very quickly. This one is sort of.
Alright.
Shall we get this one over there?
Do you have something to fry it up with?
Yeah, but I think we should take this one away. I think it's a bit wiggly, but let's see. Nice and heavy.
Yeah.
Need gloves? Might be good to have gloves.
I'm okay for now, I think.
There's some green gloves up there if you want.
Right here?
Yeah. You can ask yourself. Yeah. See them?
Yeah. Cool. Go.
Should be easier.
Okay.
Feet. Whew. Well, Axel should be here any moment now, actually. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, the last one, Martin's side.
Not on my side. What we do? Yeah, good there. Yeah.
On the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you keep your feet. Well, no, you stay there. You keep your feet in front of the rock. You let them slide down. Yeah, there. Very
Okay.
good. Let it.
Is that good?
Don't can't stand there.
Okay.
This is a heavy one. All right. This is more doable, manageable.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Go.
Alright. Let's put that one into place. Almost there. Just to be sure, I'm gonna go a bit lower.
It seems good.
Some wine?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
Go. The Italian one is quite good.
Yeah, this is probably all local. It's quite cheap. I bought this in the village store. It's €4.
Okay.
I think when you are in the region, small villages in France,
Thanks.
it's also good wine instead of cheap, right? Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, for
Almost closed the roof.
Almost.
You did quite a
Cheers.
lot.
We might need your culinary expertise here, Martin. Let's see one. Works very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine a little bit.
It was a great day.